Hello, everybody. Welcome to Universe 2021. My name is Peter Sianchuk. I have global responsibility for post-sales customer care. So think of that as technical support, premium support services, education and training, all elements relating to customer care, customer satisfaction fall under my responsibility. I am that last line of defense. Should you ever need any assistance, any escalations, I'm completely available pretty much around the clock. So if you need anything, don't hesitate in reaching out to me. I'm always available to help. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about how prepared you are for the challenges that we all have in business on a day-to-day basis, how you've been coping over the last 12 months. It's been a challenge for all of us. Really what it is that we need to do to help you be successful with the challenges that we're all facing as an industry. Couple of questions I would ask myself and I would ask of you. Are you ready? Are you fully equipped to meet the challenges that we have today? Do you know what you need from your vendors? Do you know what you need from your suppliers? Do you know what you need from your staff? Think about that. It's a tricky question because it seems quite obvious. Yes, of course I'm ready. But there are things you need to consider. For example, working with Micro Focus, you've invested a lot of time, a lot of money with us. Are you getting that value from us? Are you getting what you expected to receive from us? Are the solutions we're providing solving your problems? I'd like to think the answer to that question is yes, but my organizations are here to make sure that that happens. Make sure that you maximize the value that you get, to make sure that you realize the benefits, not only from process efficiencies, but accountability, security. All of these things are important. My teams are here to make sure that that happens for you. Are you getting the right level of service from us? We pride ourselves in having a global 24/7 organization. We have very high levels of customer satisfaction, have very high levels of customer effort score, which is an interesting way of assessing the experience. But do you feel you're getting the levels of service that you should be? If you don't, come to me and I will make sure that we look into things and we make some improvements. And then, very key, obviously, for all of us in the last 12 months, how are you coping with business continuity? How are your business continuity plans shaping out? You've had a full year of experience now. Where has it worked? Where has it not worked? Are we giving you what you need? Again, I would think yes, based on the feedback that I receive. But it is important to make sure that we as a support organization to you are constantly reinventing ourselves, constantly looking at different ways to do business more efficiently, quicker, more accurately, more proactively sharing information. And that's what we're all about. So I will say then, is our team fully trained to be successful? Do you know what you can get from Micro Focus in terms of training and the services that we provide and what we do as a company? So I would hope the answer to those questions is yes, but please, should there be any reason there isn't, you come out to me directly. Customer support is a part of our customer service strategy. Customer care is what I call myself for simplicity. Is our organization, but we have also premium services on top of that. So at the core of what we do, we have business support or normal technical support, which is kind of our standard levels of support services, solving the problems. But we also have different portfolio. And John McGowan, who is the head of our premium support organization, as well as our education group, he's going to give you more detail. Think about premium support as preventative work, solving specific issues, and looking at things from a far more proactive way than you may have done in the past. So John will give you more detail on that, but the whole thing is packaged to ensure that you get the highest level of service from us. So what does this mean? So I talked about 24/7, and as you can see from this chart here, we really do have a genuine follow the sun organization. We have people in offices all around the world, obviously connected with the same phone systems, the same tracking systems, the same CRM, the same tools that we use, the Micro Focus tools into development, all the same centralized technology. But there's a little bit more than just this, okay? It's not just about having people on the telephone. Let me use the last 12 months as a really good example of what we've been doing differently. So naturally, we've all been struggling a little bit on the COVID side, dealing with the challenges that we have. The support organization within Micro Focus set up some very key initiatives, which actually we've continued. So this will be our normal business moving forward, our business as usual, as we call it. We set up a process where we would be swarming over issues that came from particular segments over the last 12 months. Think about the health service. Think about any incidents coming from our health customers in the health business that had a technical issue. Well, they came to the top of the stack. Obviously, you would expect that anything relating to health, telecommunications, finance, all aspects of business that really relate to people and their health and looking after them got to the top of the queue for us. And this process we built, we called it a swarm process, included bringing in the professional services groups, the support groups, of course, the premium services organization, as well as the development groups to do a rapid find and fix of problems that came in. And we were changing our turnaround time from days, weeks to minutes, hours. Obviously, that's not scalable for every single customer. But what we've done is we've really compartmentalized the types of business coming in. So I'll use health as a perfect example because it's very relevant. Our customers in the health profession around the world are experiencing this heightened approach to service, and it's something that we'll be continuing on. So it's we as an organization pride ourselves in the ability to change, to adapt. We went from everybody working in the office on a Friday to everybody working from home on a Monday with minimal disruption in the service that we've provided. We will continue this. We will continue building our technology stack to you, our customers. You will see changes as we go through the year. It's constantly being updated, refined, and improved. And I hope you experience that positive change. So thank you. I'm now going to pass you over to John McGowan, who will talk about our premium offerings. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter. My name is John McGowan. I'm the head of premium support services at Micro Focus, and it's a pleasure to have the opportunity to speak to you here at the Universe event. When Peter and myself meet with CIOs and with IT managers, they basically highlight 4 key business challenges that they're having today. The first of those is minimizing downtime. It is absolutely critical. I mean, particularly in the last year, because employees very often want to connect to the network out of the normal working hours. It's not unusual at the evenings, weekends. They require access to the systems, and therefore minimizing downtime is absolutely critical. For example, we have a customer in the airline industry. They deal with cargo planes, and the loading agents who manage the loading of the aeroplanes need instant access to data as they are in the process of loading those planes. The authentication and access to that data is managed by Micro Focus products. If there is a problem with that infrastructure, and if the agent does not have direct access to the data, they have to use what's called a secure fax. For those of you who remember secure faxes, they're the fax machines where you have to type in a PIN number in order to get access to the data. So their fallover plan has got a lot of manual interaction. It's complicated. It's not as secure as the system where they are authenticated. So it's critical in those cases that they have access to the system and that access is available 24/7. Such customers are typical customers who turn to premium support in order to get that added level of service in order to minimize that downtime. Of course, every customer needs a fast time to resolution, but we find with premium customers that need is even more relevant than for the other customers. Particularly industries, as an example, we have customers in the automobile industry. Those automobile customers, they have using Micro Focus products on their production line. And in that environment, it's critical that they have access to the systems and that the systems, and if they do run into issues, that they have very fast response times. Because in many cases, particularly in the automobile industry, there are penalties associated with downtimes starting from seconds to minutes. We also find that the systems our customers are using are increasing in the complexity, particularly as we're going to hybrid environments. That complexity is growing exponentially. So we find many of our customers have older traditional systems mixed with hybrid IT systems, and that level of complexities brings additional challenges from the perspective of support. In the telecom industry, we work with a number of telecom providers, and they have a mixture of very, very old systems, which they are still required by law to maintain. But on the other side, they have very new modern services they're offering. Those services are being enhanced and changed continuously, and they require a very, very good quality of support for both the older systems and for the very new modern systems as well. Again, a typical scenario where premium support plays a role. We also find with most of our customers nowadays are very much turning their investment into value. The IT department is no longer a separate group within the organization, but it plays a key role in the financial reporting of the company. I deal with one particular customer. They're a white goods manufacturer. And it's interesting, if you go to a shop to buy a fridge or a dishwasher, when you go to the checkout, very often the salesperson at the checkout will offer you an added services for that product, sort of a 1-year guarantee or a 3-year guarantee on parts, on repairs, these types of services. When you say yes and you request that service, they have to authenticate to the infrastructure of the white goods manufacturer. They print off the contract, you agree it, and you leave the shop and pay the service, and they have completed the sale with you. If, for example, that access to the white goods manufacturer infrastructure doesn't work, the chances of that salesperson being able to contact you later to offer you the added services are very restricted. First of all, it's unlikely that you will call the shop back and say, I'd like that extra service to go with the product. Secondly, because of all of the data requirements nowadays with personal employee data, personal customer data, it's very unlikely that the salesperson has the ability to even contact you in order to offer you that service later. Therefore, there's one chance to offer that service. It either works or it doesn't work. And that is where Micro Focus also plays a role, as does the premium support, in guaranteeing that authentication and access to the infrastructure, that it runs smoothly at that point of sales. So all of these many aspects come together, and Micro Focus premium support helps you to focus on what matters most, your business, and helps us to take care of the support in the background. The portfolio with which we offer that service comes under the umbrella of premium support. It's based on business support. So at the foundation of our service is the business support product, which Peter has spoken about already. The portfolio that we offer on top of that includes a number of different products. The first of those is problem resolution. They are the deep technical specialists who focus on the resolution of your technical issues. These are specialists, they're very specialized in particular products. They very often have 10 years or more experience of working with those products, and they are the real specialists who help you to quickly resolve technical issues when they arise. We have 3 different flavors of that service, which is an engineer that is shared between 6 customers, right up to a dedicated service that can either be on-site or a remote service. Secondly, we have a technical guidance service. The technical guidance service focuses on the environmental optimization and problem prevention. They're the specialists that prevent the cases occurring in the first case. They take part in activities such as health checks, scalability of the solution, ensuring you have the latest versions, the latest patches, the latest updates applied, that your staff have the right skill, and that all the many aspects that come to play in order to ensure that the technical incidents do not happen in the first case. Again, these resources are technically focused. The other services and the other resources we have are support managers. The support manager is a non-technical role, and this really is a person that helps you with strategic guidance, escalation management, and your advocate within a Micro Focus. These people, on a practical level, they focus at reviewing the cases you have currently open from the business aspect, not from the technical side, but more from a business focus. That is to say, they look at the cases that are currently open and they help you in prioritizing those cases in the case of what are your key performance objectives, what are your goals as a business, and what are the priorities, as opposed to looking purely from the technical aspects. If there is a critical case in your environment, the support manager is your primary business contact. They will provide you with regular business updates of the case. They will ensure that the root cause analysis takes place and that you not just get a technical summary of what the issues were, but you also will get a business focused update to assist you in driving your business forward and not just focused at the technical level. Again, all of these services are focused on top of the standard service of the business support. We also have a product called flexible credits. Flexible credits are prepaid vouchers, and they can be used for a variety of services within the premium portfolio, within the education portfolio, or indeed within the professional services portfolio. So you can think of it, you may have a premium service, but on top, you may need, if you're doing an update of your environment on the weekend, you may require that we have an engineer on standby during that weekend. Or maybe during the year you have updated your infrastructure to a new version of the software, you require some additional training. You may also realize that sometimes you need a small additional service from the professional services organization, from Micro Focus, where perhaps you need a in-depth health check or maybe assistance in doing the update where you would like a review of the infrastructure at the broader level. Any of those types of ad hoc services can be offered under the umbrella of flexible credits. Indeed, during the event here at the Universe, we are offering a gamification whereby you can win blocks of 4 of these flexible credits. We have 50 of those gifts available during the event at the various stands, both at the customer support and education stand, at the premium support stand, or at the professional services stand. Also organizing meetings with somebody in the support organization, or indeed the PS or the education environment will assist you in that gamification to come forward to hopefully win the award of some of that 50 packs of 4 credits which we are making available. When it comes to our customers and we look for, as a customer, what are the benefits for you as a customer of working with premium support? The first of those is the speed of the service. We have very, very fast response times. We indeed guarantee those response times that we offer. We also do analysis of the issues very quickly. We have escalation processes, and we work very focused on resolving the issues as quickly as possible. So in the case you have an issue, our focus is to minimize the amount of effort that you have in order to resolve that issue, and that we take and do the heavy lifting for you to resolve those issues as quickly as possible. Reliability is the other part of the services. The service is available to you as the customer. We have fast response time. We guarantee those response times. We do have backup services. So if the employee is not available, maybe vacation, maybe out on sick, we do have backup services available. And we ensure that those backup services are fully informed about your infrastructure. They have all the background information, so they don't start with the basic questions. What version of software have you installed? They have the full available material about your infrastructure in order to support and help you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We're also flexible. You are a customer. Each customer has unique needs. In the airline industry, there are very specific needs, which are different from those in the automobile or in the banking industry. Or indeed, as Peter mentioned in his earlier session, in the medical industry in the last year has very unique requirements. And we work very focused in order to meet those, in order to assist you as a customer, to make sure that that service we offer is customized for your industry and indeed for the unique service that you have. We also have a very competent team. The majority of the colleagues in the team are within the Micro Focus organization for 10 years, many of them for a longer period of time. They have a huge amount of experience. They have a huge network within the organization of colleagues, both in the engineering, other support colleagues, and they also have a broad group of customers they work with. So many of the engineers have multiple customers with whom they work with on a daily basis, and they can share some of those experiences and have those broad skills in order to help you with their competencies to quickly resolve your issues. With that, I'd like to thank you for listening to the presentation today on customer support and also on the premium support organization. We hope you enjoyed the Universe event, and please, if you feel the requirement, please set up a one-on-one meeting with us to speak to myself or Peter or one of the other colleagues, or indeed come and visit us at the support and education stand, the premium support stand, or indeed the professional services stand, which are available here. Thank you.